is Jessica from Episode Class, and today I will be presenting the summary of the book I've read called The Scarlett Letter by Nathaniel Hawthorne. So I hope you enjoyed, and let's get started with today's video. The story starts with Hester Prynne, a young woman who committed adultery with another man, even though she was married. Her husband left her years ago, and she thought he was dead. She then was punished to wear a scarlet dress with a letter A on it on her bosom or chest. Not long after, her husband did come back to her life. They both have a talk, and he changed his name in Roger Chillingworth with his new profession, which is a physician. He then made a vow to himself to find that man and get revenge on him. But the thing is, he doesn't know who the man is. So with the readers, we're trying to find out the identity of the father. The real plot, or the main plot, happened 7 years after the conversation between Hester and Jennifer. On a certain day, the townspeople, including Hester herself, received the news that their clergyman and their young minister, named Arthur de Missile, was falling to a sickness. They were also worried and they were really scared that he's going to die and leave the whole earth without him. And he told the minister, everyone told the minister, to see the new physician, Chillingworth. And he did so. And he admitted that he actually enjoyed his time with the new physician. They always talk by the beach and the river, and people has always been seeing them everywhere they go. There was actually a weird event happening during one of the meetings between the physician and the young minister. They were in a room. They were in the physician's room. And the Missile asked Chillingworth on this certain flower, an odd-looking plant, and Chillingworth answered that he actually picked the plant on an unmarked grave. And an unmarked grave that has a plant on it, meaning that someone is hiding an unconfessed guilt between themselves. So, on the next day, Chillingworth came into the Missile room while he was sleeping and kind of pulled his chest backwards and saw the Scarlett Letter burning in his chest. Not long after that, the Missile has this feeling of guilt that he has been keeping for years and years now. So on a certain day, he has a conversation with Hester Prynne, and then on, he has a new energy within himself. He has this fire burning in his body, and on election day for the new minister, the Missile was actually setting a sermon for the whole town, and people were really enjoying his new energy. People were really enjoying the new spark in their new minister, and they were saying that this was the best sermon he ever gave in his whole life. And they were all getting outside, having their meal and their lunch, when they heard a loud scream from the scaffold, which is the voice of Arthur de Missile. They were all gathering in the scaffold where Hester Prynne once was punished there. He invited Hester and Pearl, who was their child, and confessed everything to his friends and his townspeople who once thought he was this holy man and never did anything wrong. And he, on the middle of his speech, he fell down because he was sick. He fell on Hester's arm, and at his last words, he died in Hester's arm. Now, that's the plot of the story, and I really hope you enjoyed. But anyways, we're now going to be moving afterwards to my favorite character, and I'm going to be showing and telling you why he or she is my favorite, what's inspiring about them, and I'm going to be elaborating more about his or her life. Being honest, there was not a lot of characters in the Scarlett Letter. There were only 4 main characters here. There were only Arthur de Missile, who was the father. There were Roger Chillingworth, who was the physician, and the long-lost husband of Hester Prynne. There was Pearl, her baby, and there was Hester Prynne herself. But out of the 4 main characters, I think my favorite was, of course, Hester Prynne herself. She has the most inspiring life out of the whole 4 main characters. She is an amazing young lady. She fights so hard for her life, and I think that deeply down her heart, she just wants peace without anyone doing what she's doing. She just wanted this perfect life for herself with the Missile and Pearl and her out of town. Now, let's move on to the Christian value we can find in the Scarlett Letter book. Scarlett Letter never really specifies on a Christian value. It actually specifies on what happened when you disobey a Christian value, which is on the Ten Commandments that God has set, which is do not commit adultery. As you can see from Hester's life, there's a lot of problems, a lot of plot, a lot of death she must go through, from her long-lost husband who she never loved to a man who she loved very, very deeply. And there was just so much destruction, so much pain to handle if you disobeys God's commandment. Now with that said, I'm going to be showing you guys whether I would recommend this book or not. If it's good or not, what's really good about this book, and should you read it or even buy it online. Personally, I would of course 100% recommend this book. I think this book really shows you a lot about life, about love, that can make you do things, very crazy things that probably put your life in the other cliff. And it has a lot of trust in it that really teaches you that bring someone trust can destroy a lot of things in theirs in your life. It also has a lot of things about love, as I said earlier, that love can make you do these crazy things, but love can also save you in the end. And confessing your guilt is also a very big part of this book, because I think that without the middle confessing his guilt in the end, the book never really finishes. But I think I was really proud of him that he found it his courage to tell the world that he was the pirate baby. I have saved some Christian vows that you can find in this Scarlett Letter. But after this, I'm going to be sharing you an experience of mine or a friend of mine that actually happened in real life based on Scarlett Letter theme, plot, and many more. As I have said earlier in the Christian vow, which you can find in the book, and confessing and unconfessed guilt is a very big part of this book, as Timothy did in the end. And I think that in our daily life, there's a lot of things we did not ever confess, small to big things. I think it's very hard to confess on things, especially if you do it and you feel guilty or you feel bad doing it. But in the end, you really need to confess it, because the blame can be thrown on someone who did not do it, who never thought they could do it, and it can affect someone mentally. Besides confessing unconfessed guilt, there's of course lots of crazy stories about love, about how love can make you do crazy things. And I think that I ever heard a friend of mine, or even just a celebrity out there, doing things because they love him or they love her, but in the end, people they love him really love him back, and it can really change their lives bigly. So that's everything for the Scarlett Letter, from the very character, for the Christian values. I just want to tell you that I think the Scarlett Letter really teaches me a lot about life, about love, about confessing my guilt and confessing everything that I never thought I need to. But yeah, anyways, let's hop on the outro. So that is it for this video of the summary of the Scarlett Letter book. I really hope you enjoyed, and I really hope you can learn something from it. Thank you so much for listening. God bless you.